I know. Oh, there we go.
Hi,
everybody. Oh, it's live.
It's live.
Hi, it's Kim and Lisa.
Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're at. Look who I came down to Florida to see.
Hi, you guys. Kim Tolson here.
I came down for family vacation finally, as you may know, but obviously Kim lives here, and I said we need to get together, and we just had breakfast at the restaurant Latitudes on Hollywood. So hopefully you can hear us. But we were chatting, and a while ago, Kim was talking a little bit about maybe kind of starting an online group practice, like maybe.
Lisa's trying to get me to do an online group practice, and I'm so nervous about it.
Going right into your face.
Me too. I'm so nervous about it. I've got so many I don't know, pain points.
Yeah, so
places of anxiety.
We were talking about what are her pain points, because I think a lot of you guys have the same pain points. So let's list them. What's the deal? Why don't you want to start?
Okay, I'm why would somebody want to come to my group practice when they could just do their own practice? That's the big one for me. I'm because I don't know. I do my own. Why wouldn't somebody else just want to do their own?
Right.
So what do you say to that?
Okay, so what I say, so that's the number one, right? Why would somebody do this, especially now in the day of age where you can easily start your own? Well, it's not that easy. It might be easy to all of us who have done it, but there's still thousands and thousands of therapists who do not know where to begin to even begin their own online practice. And a lot of people don't want to be alone. So even if you were to do different entities, even if you're in other, kinds of do it for you, I guess you could say, you're still alone. There's not that group feel. There's not the mentoring feel. And not to discredit you. I was telling her, a lot of therapists know Kim Tolson. I'm sure a lot of people would love to work with her and learn from her and, get the overflow of all the clients that she no longer sees because she, can cut down based on what she's doing. But why not, bring somebody on who would love to take your clients and learn from you and be kind of safe and secure and comforted with what you have to offer with your mentorship. So that's number one. And coaching. So that's number one. That's what I would say.
Right.
Not everybody knows what paperwork, what to do with the legal. They don't want to get their own website. I mean, you don't have to do all those things, but it's still very daunting for people, and they want to just not have the stress of having their own thing. That's what I would say.
Yeah. Okay. And so she starts to sell me on this stuff. I'm well, that makes sense. And the other thing I was talking to Lisa about at breakfast was just the time commitment. I don't know how many of you know, but I have a couple of side hustles. I'm already a couple. I'm already pressed for time, so I'm worried about okay, if I do this, how much time am I going to have to invest in bringing new people on, training them, are they going to need me to be super involved? Because I don't have the time for that. So that's another sort of pain point for me. And what were you telling me about that, Lisa?
Okay.
She's really trying to convince me of this guy.
And I said to her, I'm not going to blow smoke up your you-know-what. I'm not going to lie to you about any of it. So there is a time commitment. And you have to, anything any of us would take on, any side hustle that you take on, whether it's creating a course, doing supervision, adding a clinician. These are all things that are going to take time and energy, so you do have to plan for that. I did say that if she were just to add one clinician, let's not get super fancy. You don't need 20, 25, 30. Don't do what I do.
Every state.
I didn't even ask for it. I have no idea how it happened. I was just hell, just try it with 5, And that's just what happened. But start with one. And if you get all your workflows, your standard operating procedures, you do the onboarding, you get a feel for how it goes. I said the first 3 to 6 months is like any of your side hustles. You're going to spend more time throughout the week, just onboarding, getting them ready and primed, getting your own, this is new for you too. So just getting your own systems in place with how much time. And what I said was you have to hire really well. So,
she did say that. That was a great tip, by the way.
And spend more time prevention and planning versus dealing with the aftermath, because we've all who are group practice owners have been there where you're like, shoot, you know, maybe that wasn't the right hire for me right now, or that wasn't the right person, it wasn't the right fit, and you don't always know it. But if you can spend a crazy amount of time up front really getting to know who you're hiring, then you're going to be better kind of going into the into your group practice online, because you know this is at least going to be a good fit from what I gather from what you've done and how you've assessed at the outset. So
I even like the tip you said, like in the interview, like paying attention to like how they're taking notes. Are they typing quickly? Are they understanding the concepts quickly? I thought that was a good tip, because I don't even think about that. Right.
Like, you know how many times you're talking and you're like waiting for days for somebody's email to respond. Like, do they respond right away? Are they interested? Are they invested? Like, are they showing up, I guess? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your other pain point? So the time, there's going to be time,
Time
but
was a big one.
I guess if you have 5 hours a week, maybe to start, I think you'd be fine. It will be broken up, you know, more so.
The other thing, what else were we talking about? Paperwork, like onboarding, like the process, the paperwork. Like, how do I even start that? Like,
how do you even begin?
Like it's like, help me, Lisa. I don't know. That seems overwhelming just to think about, you know.
What do you do to expand? And
Exactly.
so you bought the course when I did my beta course last April. She got it at a ridiculously low price.
I bought it and didn't open it with the idea that I'm going to do this, but I haven't still.
So if you're ever curious, buy it. It's lifetime. There's no time to use it. But she got it, and it's kind of sitting there. And what I would love to do is like walk you through and say, okay, this week you're going to go through section 1, section 2, and just watch it, because it explains everything with what you need to start first, what you need to do second, third, fourth, and then there's lots of things you can do throughout, but it's like there's certain things you have to do first and second, and then like the rest can kind of come, you know. Obviously, one of the hardest parts is like, what's the name gonna be? Like, is it gonna be just Kim Tolson's
Oh my gosh,
therapy group or
I
whatever?
always think that's weird. Like, I would never want, like, I wouldn't want to be in a practice and like share links to like Kim Tolson's group. Like, I think that's confusing. I don't know why.
So you'd have to come up with
I'd
like
have to have a cool name.
a really cool name.
Hollywood Beach therapy practice.
Nomad therapist.
Oh, I like that. That's good.
So, you know, some of the